This is a skill that you need to learn as an enchanter, is when you are into melee like this, Draven, it's very illegal for Draven to just be hitting Smolder.
At all. Especially
Yeah,
with Blitz going away.
yeah,
Yeah.
just by himself, right? Like you see how Draven hits you and then Smolder turns to hit him, right? Like
Hmm.
that's how you should be playing. It's very illegal for Draven to be like hitting you in this scenario where Blitzcrank is back here, he has no hook, but he's just 1v2ing you, but you're not like helping Smolder trade. So like this is
Right.
good that you're autoing him here, but like Smolder should be playing with you as well. But I think in solo queue, like you shouldn't be the one stepping up to Draven because your AD carry most likely is gonna be bad. So it should be like played like this, where you see Draven walking up, you're standing really far back for
Not thinking
like,
about the triangle.
yeah. You don't have your Q up, which I could see that being the reason why you're not walking up, but you should be not as far back because when Draven does turn to auto smolder like this, like you should be like right next to Smolder where you are trading an auto for him. So he can't be hitting Smolder like this. And that's the thing with like range supports. It's really hard to kind of like know that play that spacing and like back up your AD carry. And I think this is like a big reason why AD carries also prefer to have engage, because like this sort of micro movement, it's very hard to do, I think, the micro spacing rather than just like, oh, engage, okay, we go in. Playing that space really tight. I like using that word, playing your spacing tight, where it's like you're just outside the enemy range. In doing so, you can get that auto win if he is going for that trade on you, or like just be right outside of the enemy's range, and if they mess up, then you go punish them, sort of thing. Because right now, like if we pause this frame, your positioning doesn't really make sense, right? Because Blitz is level
Right.
1. He has no hook. You have no Q, but you're a ranged champion. And that's the thing. Like I think one area where a lot of enchanters don't think about is like how strong you really are level 1 because you are ranged. That range gives you prio. It makes you so much stronger than a melee support that we really want to lean into that early game and use it. Yeah, but here, like, I could totally get, it's Draven level 1, so, and into Smolder, so it is really hard. But I think if we do, like Karma Smolder 2v1ing Draven, you can definitely 2v1 Draven. Yeah, it doesn't even have to be an all-in, but like if you're both autoing Draven when he's autoing Smolder, then like don't lose out on this much. And Draven is probably like, I don't know how much your autos do, but with like auto Q, he's probably going to be like 300 HP. But what he's doing right now is like super illegal, and it's because it's partially Smolder's fault because he's not playing with you as well, but it's also kind of your fault because you're just not backing up. Okay, pop quiz. When do you get level 2?
You get the level 2 after you clear the second wave 3 melee minions.
Yes. Do you usually play for level 2?
Yes, I just thought it was a little harder. He still has like Ignite up. Draven's
Yeah.
still, stronger. So I was like, I'm pretty sure we have to forfeit
Mhm.
um, level 2 right here. Just because I think even if we get level 2 first, I don't think we do have that KP against them.
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah.
I'm wrong.
No, I agree. I agree. I think in this lane, well, in this lane state, you definitely should be giving it up, but I think you should be getting prio in this lane. Yeah. I think like it might be a little different for Nautilus. I think Nautilus is like the only hook champ that like is very strong level 1 because it's passive roots, but for Blitzcrank, I think you should be able to get prio.
Mhm.
Good RQ. Yo, that was a crazy hook.
Literally. It's kind of scared me.
Yeah. Yo, yeah, that was crazy, actually. This is a feels bad. Yeah, now it's like jungler is probably gonna come dive you. Blitzcrank is gone, so they might be on Nidalee. We should be pinging Blitz's MIA, by the way, to give your jungler a heads up that. Okay, you do. Nice, nice, nice. So like, okay, I guess
I
like the
was like,
question,
where is he?
yeah, the question is like, where could Blitzcrank be? Let's talk about this. Where could Blitzcrank be in this situation?
I thought he, in this moment, that he was like either warding a try, the try or going out to ward. But I think if like the video goes on a little bit, he's like standing like near his tower, and I don't know. No, I think he backs actually, which is
Okay,
crazy.
yeah. So this is kind of an important thing, or this is like a good like topic to kind of cover, but like Blitz has prio, right? Since he pushed in the wave
Mhm.
and the wave's bouncing back. So there are, I think, three options that he can take that are like actually good. Um, One is going mid, right? He can go mid,
Mhm.
just run up mid. Two, he can go invade Nidalee with their jungler. Or three, he can be sitting, or I guess you have this warded, but if this wasn't warded, then three, he can be in this bush, right? And like
Mhm.
he's creating a lot of pressure because he's out of vision, right?
Right.
And like you have to respect all three options because he can be in either. And if you don't, like if you walk up, maybe he's like, I guess he can be in try too. That's another option. But um, yeah, I just want to like kind of throw that out there to uh, yeah, just I think it's a good thing to like sort of talk about. Okay, nice RQ. By the way, I think level two uh roaming or like backing is garbage. I think that like you should only roam if you're like level three or something.
Mhm. Max Muller was upset that I didn't go in, and I was like, I don't know where.
Blitzes,
I don't
yeah.
know where Blisk is. Yeah, I was like, I don't want to commit, and then he still
He
has
walks
Ignite, he still
back.
has Flash.
Yeah. No, it's not. I mean, you can't go in because like you don't know where Blitzcrank is, and also if their jungler is here, then you just die. So this smolder is dumb. Oh, yeah, okay.
Little chop for that.
Okay, so I would be thinking here, this is a pretty good opportunity for you guys to like turn this because Blitz is 2 and you guys are both level 3.
Mhm.
This is like a little bit too greedy though. Trying to go for root here when you don't have
Mhm.
like RW or yeah, you're E's up in 6. Yeah, and then you just get kind of punished for it. Greedy. But I think like where does he barrier? Oh, he barriers here. So I think he has like 193 HP. I think if you were trading better earlier in that like when he was autoing you guys just 1v2, you might be able to trade out Draven. 200 HP is kind of a lot though. But it would have been close. So yeah, we this is I feel like we could probably talk about just the early game, the importance of the early game for like the entire coaching session because
Mhm.
um it kind of like it's so important to play your like ranged early because like this after like level 3 I think this lane just becomes like very unplayable for you guys. So yeah, we want to make sure our early game is like good, and like not so we don't give up that early game prio.
Right.
Oh god. Wow. Wait, you're going Moonstone first?
Yeah.
Okay. I think like oh, okay. I like going Ruby Crystal, but you're going Jack of all trades, so you need the Amp Tome first, right? So you can get the early stacks.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I don't know. I think like in this lane, that does the Karma player switch out his runes ever, or does he always just go
I believe, I believe he did it once. I can look at their
just once? Okay. Yeah, because
one tricks.
I think like here, it's kind of greedy to go for that like lane punishing like AP early build because like I think a Ruby Crystal is more appropriate here just because they are Draven Blitzcrank and it's um yeah, like it's hard to survive. Oh, nice. Wow, you guys don't push us in. What is happening? Wait, okay, also, why are we... What are you backing for?
I don't. I think I just don't have anything to do on the map
Okay,
that I can do.
okay, so... So two things. I don't think it's good that you go on vision to them that you are recalling because this is the enemy's POV. Like, because you are showing that you are, like, channeling recall after you push in this wave, Blitzcrank goes ahead and freezes this. Right?
Mhm.
Yeah. So, like, if you weren't showing on vision, then, like, he doesn't freeze this. Um... So I would probably wait for you to push this in or like walk the wave in before you do recall because I don't think there's anything you need to buy because you just came back to lane. So I would walk this wave in, make sure it doesn't get frozen like this, and then I would like maybe potentially look mid here, because you do have that prio. I think recalling here is kind of a waste of a really good window for you, and yeah, because you recall like Envision Blitz freezes this, and then now this lane is just it's doomed. It's 5 minutes, and this is like oh wait. The cannon the cannon doesn't even get wow, that's so unlucky. Yeah, so now the wave is really hard because it's going to be uh they can freeze this. I don't know if they do though. But regardless, like if they are a better player, they're gonna freeze this wave, and then it's like dude, when the wave is frozen against Blitzcrank Draven, it's just, oh my god.
Miserable.
Yeah. Okay, these guys are bad, so they're not freezing it, but yeah, we shouldn't, oh, so you buy a Fairy Charm. Does that make you hit 10? No, right? Because,
No, you need boots next.
oh, you need boots.
Mhm.
You can also go CDR to hit 5.
True.
But, yeah.
Don't you get that from Never mind.
Yeah, the World Alice's base health regen, and base mana regen.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I don't think it's worth it to use your tempo to get a fairy charm, especially because Karma doesn't really run out of mana. So, what we could have done instead is maybe if you,
For this.
yeah, if you ran here, like this would be a good opportunity. I don't know if it would have been a kill, but it would have been good. You could have probably burned her flash. You could have, yeah, used your prio here a bit better. It's not the case of like, oh, there's nothing I can really do. Um, yeah, you could have gone mid here, and honestly, I don't think it's worth like just backing for a fairy charm, especially if you just walk back to lane. Yeah. So when we do have the opportunity, or when we do have prio, we should be kind of like going down the list of things what we can do, right? So one, it's like I think you should look mid. Look mid to see if it's gankable. Zoe was pretty pushed in, so it was pretty good. 2, if your jungler is looking for like an invade or something, or like a play, you can play with them. 3, I guess you can be hitting enemy tower or trying to. In this case, it's a little hard, but I think you could have gotten like a couple autos in. And then 4th is probably like recalling or like setting up river stuff. But yeah, but the main things, important things in that priority is like looking mid or uh like playing with your jungler. And so yeah. You're gonna have prio a lot of the times as karma. So we really want to be like on about like what we can do with that prio. And I'm sure you know, like, yeah, I'm sure like because you play so much karma, you kind of know. But yeah, here recalling was not the play. Okay, walk back to lane. Wait, where did you guys get a kill?
On the over here.
Did I even watch this? I don't think I did. Okay, nice. So you guys get the kill. I'll shove this. Yeah, again, hiding your recall. And then walking this in. And then...
And it's like I just got here. I don't know. I need to think more. I was like, I just got here. There's no reason to actually recall.
Yeah.
I can literally just go, pester Zoe or even get a ward in their jungle because their jungler died as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say, like, the only time it might be worth it to kind of, like, recall immediately is, like, if you have, like, a first item power spike. Where,
Right.
yeah. But other than that, like... Or, like, a big component, I guess? But there's really no, like, big component you could get on Karma. It's mostly just gonna be item spike. Wow, Draven is so OP. Okay, yeah, we should never just be getting in range for Draven to auto you, right? Like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're kind of just like... I'm not sure what you're going for here, but... Yeah, for Karma, you want to just play her Q spacing. You could be where Smolder is and just throw Q at minions to splash on Draven, right? But we're kind of like... just taking autos for fun. Oh, you're going for Blitzcrank. I see. But it's just super illegal, right? Like,
You're
we
right
get...
because Draven's literally right
Dude, he...
there.
Oh my god, he autos you twice and you lose 470 HP with E, but... Holy fuck. Yeah, like... As a Karma player, we want to be, just... a god at spacing. And, like, this is the 5 small victory things that I'm talking about, where it's like... You want to space so well, where it's like the enemy can never... You should never pretty much be in Draven's autos for free, unless you're like tethering them or like you're backing up your Smolder and he's taking that 2v1. This is like this is the high skill ceiling that I'm talking about for enchanters, where it's like you can get to a point where you become so good at spacing that you're like untouchable. But yeah, we kind of tunneled on hitting Blitz, and he is low, but you just can't walk up to Q him because Draven is there, and we have to respect that.
One thing I was thinking about in this game was like how unironic it is. I don't know if that's the word I'm supposed to use, but it's like in this lane I really can't use my like support item against the minions because it just delays
Smolder.
Smolder
Yeah.
from stacking, and that's like the whole point of like what I'm most likely trying to do this game is get Smolder fed
Yeah.
because I think he'll be most likely win con against everyone.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it's hard. I would probably just keep my stacks at like 2. If I'm at 3, I'll like take a minion. But I think there is like optimization for support item where you are like if you're really good about stacking it, just like using keeping 2 up, and then if you're at 3, just using on a minion because you get more from hitting the enemy rate than stacking it on a support. But in situations like this, it's like you kind of have to auto a minion because you're not going to have a lot of angles to look for look to hit the enemy. So yeah, yeah, it's fine to use it on minions, I think, because otherwise you're just going to be so far behind. Also, walking up here was like super illegal, right? Because Blitzcrank goes in river. So what do we think here? We can assume that they're on dragon, right?
Hmm.
At
We can assume that they're on dragon, and we kind of need to play more conservatively because one, their jungler is most likely. I mean, their jungler is level 6 and Nidalee's level 4, so it's probably like try to push the wave as fast as we can so we can get it back.
I okay, push the wave as fast as we can, Chrissy back. Uh, I don't think I okay. So that's a very bold. It's too bold to assume that because if they aren't on dragon, then they just freeze the wave on you. And like I say, we assume that they're on dragon here because I think that's what most people think, right? They're going out of vision, pushing the wave, um, and you guys don't have vision of the area. But what can happen instead is that they're actually not on dragon, and they're waiting for you to rotate to try to ward because they assume that you're assuming that they're on dragon. I think this is a pretty common setup that I had when I was playing like hook champs, is that like thinking of the enemy's perspective and just like playing around that. So like I say this is super illegal to walk up here because if Blitz and
Draven.
no, Draven shows, but Blitz and their jungler is like they can't also just be sitting and try, right? So you can't actually walk up here to go ward because they can just be playing try. So I would probably just be okay. So Blitz is actually here, but if he was here, then you just die. In moments like this, you kind of just have to wait, and you can't really walk up. And if Blitz isn't showing, then you try to like you have this worded, so you try to like 2v1 Draven here. Does that make sense? Like we
Yes.
shouldn't, yeah, we shouldn't always have we shouldn't 100% assume that they are on dragon here, and we should respect the possibility that they can just be in try. So yeah, we can't face check this. Also, this word it's a good word, but if you are constantly pushed in and the enemy has prio, I think it's a lot better to ward here, because in this case you're able to see the enemy rotate up to drag if they do go to drag. This is if you are on blue side. So that's a small little um, ward, special ward. Yeah, right. And also like if we went back to what you were saying, it's like, oh, if we assumed on dragon, we should hard shove this and then look for recall. Like they're not on dragon, so you would have just pushed the wave in and they could have frozen it. So that's why it's like not good to um assume so heavily that they are on something unless you like know for sure.
Right.
Oh. Okay, let's talk about this. So I think the way the way you initially played this was really good. You E Smolder, Draven is running at you. You know he's targeting you, but as soon as he turns away, you should be turning into him. And also you should be looking at your ult timer, and
Hmm.
I I think the best way you could play this is you see that your ult is 5 second cooldown. Draven is running away, and as soon as Draven turns away, you should be turning towards him and look for an all in, because
Right.
if you hit your Q, then your ult
Goes down
goes
to
down.
1 second.
No, it'll be up because I think it's five
If it's
seconds,
at
right?
5,
Oh, it's 4 seconds. Okay.
it got nerfed. It got 4. It's 4.
Okay. So I think we could still go for the same play because it's at 5 seconds, right?
Hmm.
So you look at Draven when he's walking back, and then you run towards him, you Q him, and then you get RW off, and this is an all in where you're not going to die because you have heal too, right? And you're low health. The lower health you are, your RW heals you more, right?
I think it's the last tether, the when it confirm when.
No, it's both. It says will
Oh,
restore 70% mixed health at the beginning and end of the tether. So this is very champion specific, but this is that like scenario where there's potential a potential kill angle, and it's
I can bait.
yeah, you can bait. And I think that's like one thing that makes good karma great is like not only their spacing but also their understanding of the limits of the RW, because RW is you can bait people so hard. And yeah, Draven is strong, but he's not going to one shot you, especially if you have heal. So I think the play here, the best way to play this is to walk forward. Um, and this comes from your awareness of R, but walk forward, Q, RW, and then yeah, I think you burn. I think no, he doesn't have flash. So this is actually a kill angle because Nidalee is here. But so this is a missed opportunity. Wait, what do you use your R on here?
On the RE
RE.
for
Oh, for Nidalee.
coming. Hmm.
Wait, no, you. Wait, what? Oh, okay, okay, yeah, yeah. Okay, this looks pretty good. Ooh. Okay, wow. I saw your score in the post game, and I thought the laning was just gonna be cooked, but honestly, it's pretty good. You guys are.
Hmm. That's why I mean we do pretty well against them. Um, but I don't know. My team just snowballs. We just give kill after kill in it.
Yeah. Okay, so let's talk about this. You guys get the kill. I would be queuing here to
The
help.
wave.
Yeah,
Yeah.
to help Smolder.
I would, but at the same time, it's always like I always have that in the back of my mind. Like he also wants to get his stacks because that's where his power is gonna lie.
Yeah, but I think in a scenario like this where after you get the kill and you want to like push in and recall, it's a lot better for you. Like fuck the stacks. Like it's better to have tempo than like I don't know three extra stacks.
Right.
Yeah. And then also you like randomly queue here. Yeah, it doesn't really make sense to queue here because
I
Smolder is
think I was just
recalling.
autopiloting here.
Yeah. We don't want to autopilot because this kind of ruins your wave. Yeah,
Autopiloting is like the worst killer of League of Legends games.
it really is. It really is. That's why like
Eh,
I talk about there's like ranked hygiene where it's like
mm,
you only want to play. I think like you can probably play at your peak for like 2 4 games, and then after that the game quality is just like significantly lower. So
mm.
yeah.
Um, I did also see this study of like how like brain rot of like or like doom scrolling also affects like your attention span, and I kind of like in my head I kind of correlate. I was like I feel like the like because you know the attention span you have like just doom scrolling is like 15 seconds, 15 seconds. I also
Yeah.
feel like you can correlate that with like League of like, okay, you don't have you know what to do on League, but your brain is just trained to go to something different, so you start thinking of something that's outside of League. So I've been trying to stop like doom scrolling and doing my meditation and everything so I can like focus in,
Right.
just so
No,
I have that.
yeah, that makes
No more
sense. That makes
autopiloting.
sense. It's dude, autopiloting is so hard not to do. I feel you on that.
But it's so rewarding, like when you autopilot on the whole game, and then you're like, "Oh my God, we won! I didn't pay attention."
Yeah. Feel that. Okay, so here we should probably hit the vision cone, right? Just so we can deny it from the enemy. And then oh god. Okay. I think I think you're doing everything but hitting the dragon. And all you need to do is hit the dragon. And like you auto this and then you go instead of like hitting this fruit, if you're autoing the entire time, I think you guys make it out a lot sooner, but we're kind of like we're taking our time just dilly-dallying around the area. We're also recalling.
Wait.
Yeah, so I think in like in a window like this, it's a very tight window. After you guys kill, you push out the wave, and then going for this dragon is honestly pretty risky because of that window of them being back up and walking bot is like very small. We want to be just auto like we want to kill this dragon as fast as possible. And right now we're just fucking around and just not hitting the dragon, but we want to hit the objective so we can go out and yeah, be okay, so you guys actually win this. Okay, you guys actually win this, but you get what I'm saying, right? It's like,
Yeah.
yeah, if we have a small window, then we want to just hit the dragon. Who is even behind on your team? You guys are 8 and 7, but like, I guess top is losing. Jungle mid 80 carry. Okay. Hold on. Let's talk about this. Where are we going? We're going top.
Yeah.
Okay, so you go top here because you see Briar diving Maokai. And Draven is
But it's like,
mid.
do I even get there as fast as possible? I mean,
You're running up. I think. Okay, so okay, nice. I was gonna say like if you run up after this, it's like a big waste of time because the play is done. So you're walking back bot. Also, like if your 80 carries 502, you can just play with your 80 carry. Like
yeah.
I think roaming is good, but like there are some games where you can just sit bot and just play off of that. You don't always have to like gank mid or like go top or like even I think like even go for grubs. You can just trade it out and go for dragon instead.
Right.
Yeah, I think a lot of players tend to forget that you can't just lane kingdom and win through that because they're practicing their roam timers, whatever. They're like experimenting with what times they can go, but I think this game like Smolder's 5-0, just play with Smolder.
Mm.
Okay, we also do not. This is like a for fun RQ that is
I was just checking to see if they were like waiting for me in there, kind of like how
yeah,
like Soraka can like or Lux E can kind of get vision.
right,
I was just seeing like, are they in here or not?
right. But Blitzcrank can just hook you and then you just die, right? For like no reason.
That's
Y-
true.
Yeah, like you just gotta wait for the wave to shield you and then walk back into lane. This is like one of those things where it's like you're doing too much. Um, yeah. This is like the ADHD support shit where it's uh you're running around and then just dying for fun when you could just like the lane is already won. You just need to play like standard, you know? Just need to be
Right.
patient. Okay. Okay, so you want to go for roam here. Warding Smolders with you, pretty huge. Oh, okay.
Yeah, she gets away.
Yeah, I think when you guys have bot, you guys push out bot, she just kind of walks away. I think you overchase. I think you just have to turn back at yeah after and then walk with Smolder down bot because now because you overchase, like Smolder has to give up this wave. Um, yeah, and you're kind of put behind for no reason. Oh, look like yeah. You
I
guys are so strong
walked
this lane.
towards Blitzcrank, like coming back here.
Should wait, should you
Should
have
I have
walked?
like here,
Oh, okay,
like
okay. No,
over here? I went the longer way around to lane. Should I have just went through tri lane?
no, I think you have to go around because it's Blitzcrank. Yeah, and then you also see Briar behind you. So, yeah. This you kind of have to do this, but it's because you just it comes from here. Like I think this play is initially this play is really good. Like you guys push out bot, so you have prio to move. Very good window. But then like after this, you just go back. I think this is a very common thing for a lot of supports too, is that they have good windows to roam, but they tend to overstay. And because they overstay, the roam becomes really bad. Like Draven gets a full plate, and then Smolder loses a whole wave because you overextend, and there's like no reason for you to fall behind like this. Oh, scary. Okay, so you guys are reset back into lane.
They are Smurfs. I just don't think Blitz knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
I think it's one of those people who are like, I can play support and give me a hook champion. I'll
Yeah,
play
yeah, yeah,
support.
yeah. Oh, nice. Okay.
Emerald Italy, everyone.
Yeah, just doing nothing. Do nothing challenge.
Your Italy support video, kind of tea though.
Thank you, thank you. I was going kind of crazy on the Nidalee, no lie.
I know. I was like, oh my, I didn't know that Italy gave you the attack speed.
Yeah. Ooh, okay, so I feel like you guys are stronger, but it's like it feels
But it's also kind of
so
scary because Ignite, Glacial, Blitzcrank, and Draven
yeah.
kind of just feels scary. I feel like if I overstep here and try to be like cocky or, you know, like just like one overstep and I get killed
Yeah, yeah,
easily.
yeah, yeah, for sure.
Like if it would have been a different ADC, like I don't know, like Jinx or like Sivir or whatnot, I think I would have been more comfortable. But
Mm-hmm.
since it's like early game Smolder and he's still stacking,
Yeah.
and I think he just has hubris right now. I think it's like looking at the damage, it's just a little um, too scary to walk up still.
Yeah, it's also hard because Draven has BT, so he heals a lot of your healing.
Right.
Scary. Okay, wait. Let's see. Let's talk about this. Zoe is coming down. Good dodge. Ooh. Okay. I like how you played this initially, but I don't like how you played it.
I said something controversial. I think instead of our Yone coming here, I think he should have caught the mid wave because it would have made Zoe have to go catch mid wave.
Yeah.
I think looking back at it now, I'm like, wave is probably pushing into him. He's like missing out on it. So I would have not. I we're looking at me, but
Yeah.
I would have liked that generally.
I think this was all good until you walk up. Until you walk up. Why did you walk up here? Because you get the root off already.
Can,
Yeah. We can watch it in real time.
I think I could go to Q.
So great W. Zoe's rooted. And then you walk up here. Like this.
I think I was maybe almost trying to bait again to get Yone. Like I guess like them more in taste in me, so Yone can come in.
Okay.
But baiting ended. I didn't bait very well. I kind of just
Yeah,
died.
yeah. I think it would be like okay to walk up if you had like RW or something. But
Or
you use
more
it on
health.
Zoe. Yeah. But even then, like I think the slow is enough for Yone to kind of like look for this. I think it's this is a very interesting coaching session because I feel like I talk more about like macro and stuff, but for this one specifically, we're talking a lot about karma mechanically. I think that you have like I think your understanding of karma is good, but it's not like uh we can work on it a bit more. There's more like angles to kind of like master. Um yeah, because I think like you're good mechanically at like landing Qs and stuff, but I think spell there's actually a lot of depth in karma, right? And I think
Yes.
yeah.
Go ahead. Sorry.
No. Yeah, I think
Um.
we're still like we still need to kind of like it's very easy to autopilot on karma, but there's a lot of more angles that are like I think you're not seeing yet.
I like to say karma is kind of up there and like difficulty mastering
Oh,
along with like
100%.
Bard and Thresh,
Hmm.
just because you have three alts and those will depict every single fight, every single team fight, every single objective. Using those three, like it is very hard, and especially because you're such a blindable character, you have to like I said in the beginning, there's a lot. You win probably almost every single fight 1v1 against any champ within like a respectable like early game
Uh-huh.
that you waste, you know, your R and your Eing yourself. Like I always say, like especially like in a lane with they have ignite. I'm mostly if I'm all inning, I'm going to probably RE myself over RW just because ignite has
The healing
previous
reduction.
wounds.
Yeah.
Right. And versus the like an enchanter or someone like exhaust, I'm probably more going to RW myself because I do feel like early game damage, your shield can cover, gives you a little more leeway. But
Hmm.
Karma is just generally a she's a hard champion to master.
Yeah, yeah. There's like so many possibilities to win a fight that it's like it's hard to know what the right answer is. And that'll just come with like experience.
I've been playing her since her. I played like 1 week before her actual like rework came out to where she got this iteration.
Oh,
I
okay.
miss using shield on the minions. It
It
was so
was
fun. She did nothing.
Yeah. Is that when her Q was like a cone where
Yeah, and it was like a katana thing where she would like use her fans and whatnot.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um, but one thing I think like for me, I always think Karma should be a mid lane champion. That's where I started playing her as mid lane, and I think her beginning identity really led her to be in mid lane, but she kind of got pushed into support.
Mm.
I feel like she should play like Lux almost, where her W should do more damage. I don't know, it's weird, but I think one buff they could give to her is probably give her kind of like her old RE back, where whoever you RE'd, whoever was whatever enemies was next to them, um, took damage. So like if I RE myself in the middle of people, it did damage around them. And I think that could be a
Oh.
little nice thing to her.
Oh, that'd be interesting. I need to. There we go. Okay, so you. Let's go back. So after you die bot, you run mid, or you defend Nidalee jungle, which is good. Draven is here. Oh, you get hit by this. That's how you die. Okay, yeah, I don't even blame you for you dying here, because just a random, not random, but Briar ult is hard to dodge. Okay, so you guys die top. Smolder dies bot. So at this point, what are we thinking? What's the move here?
I think at this point I was just getting like a little upset with how like the map looks. Like I'm like
Yeah,
I
the
don't know.
map
I
is
think
pretty
I get
fucked up.
yeah. I'm just like okay, so we can't get objectives. I don't think we're as strong as we are in fights anymore. That fight top kind of, and this is a little embarrassing. This next death. Um,
Oh no. Okay, yeah. So I was gonna say I think the better way of playing this is just hitting this vision cone to hit up,
yeah.
because like this is illegal for you to clear this, right? Since you don't know where anyone is on the map, and then your team is also like kind of far from you. So
Right.
yeah.
I was expecting to like go against Shogath, which is fine.
Uh-huh.
It's pretty flavored, karma favored. But then I
Yeah.
saw
Zoe just
Zoe
pops
jump
out.
in. I was
Yeah.
like, oh, goodbye.
Yeah. Yeah,
See, if I would have
games.
RE there, I would have lived. If
You
I
think
would have
so?
against
Dude, you just exploded. I think you still would have gotten E'd.
where is it?
So I think you still die, but yeah. That's besides the point. We want to not face check, right? Like this is a silly death. This is a very avoidable death. And in games like this, you really have to not die, because you have to carry this with your 80 carry, and
Right.
yeah, like it's just you gotta lock in at times like this. I think so. The way I would be playing this map is I would just be sitting with Smolder, trying to ward the areas around mid, so he can just make sure that he farms and doesn't fall behind, and then try to defend with the prio that we get because you are sitting with Smolder. We help Nidalee or like defend Nidalee's jungle, and if there's nothing else to do, then we can go to a side lane and like help with that. But because you die, this is snowballing into Smolder dying. I mean, like, don't get me wrong, like this is Smolder's fault for dying because he kind of just gets jumped on by Zoe. But if we were here, like this is preventable, right? But the game is just falling apart because we face checked and died, which is a silly death. And then like we're just already now the game is like super hard because Smolder's dead. Because he's dead, he's not able to farm and scale up. Or it's gonna take him a lot longer.
Our Nidalee was so mad the whole entire game off of she didn't get a kill off the triple kill that
Oh,
Smolder
Smolder,
got.
yeah.
She was like not wanting to like come and help and like most of anything.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Man, this all snowballs really hard because like Smolder is dead, right? So they can just run around in your jungle like this.
Mhm.
And that just kind of came
So
from you face checking.
mhm. So with this, like this whole scenario right here, I shouldn't have even attempted to try to like pick out Blitzcrank just because we do not have the damage. All our damage is in Smolder. So if Smolder would have been here, it would have been an okay play because Smolder can most likely kill him in time.
Hmm.
But since it's me and Yon, and I'm building Enchanter, um, it's not so much of a good play.
I think that like it's fine here. Like at this point, I think you walking forward is kind of a mistake because you don't have this worded. And like yeah, the jungle just sorry, the enemy team just has a lot of like control of this area. So I think the play is good, but you walking forward to like yeah, I don't know. You're walking forward towards like their side. You should be kind of like sticking to your side of the map. Um, and then as soon as Briar comes, that's when you guys have to dip. But because you're so forward, like you have to kind of commit to this, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. So I don't think it's bad going for Blitzcrank there to try to punish him, but you kind of have to pull away because Smolder isn't there and you don't kill him in time, and then the enemy rotates. Scary.
Literally. Like over here, like I want to walk up so I can kind of ward the cove too, because
Uh-huh.
you'll see she sits there as well,
Yeah.
and I think she either gets me or Smolder. But then again, like we see her there,
Hmm.
like I think it's more than enough vision for us to know like, hey, we cannot be playing near that wall because she's just gonna jump over.
Yeah. So okay, the play here, you know that she's bot side. You know that Briar is bot side. Dragon is coming up in 24 seconds. There's no way you're gonna get Dragon here. I think you just give the best way to play this is you give up Dragon and then you hug the top side of the wall and try to ward this side instead, and just respect that they have this part locked down because you can't ever walk up to ward this, right? Because Zoe just sleeps you, and like as much as you want to give vision, like you just can't. Like it's just you guys aren't strong enough yet. And like if you go for a risky play like this, then and if you die, that I mean you're not going to be able to scale, and just yeah, it's just bad. So if you know that the enemy is just super strong and they're locking down a side, then just go on the opposite side and play for that because Draven is mid, Zoe is bot, Briar is bot side mid. You could maybe run into Draven or sorry, Blitzcrank, but Nidalee is on this side, and yeah, it's just safer. Like you can actually walk in if Blitzcrank grabs you, as opposed to Zoe just like killing you here. So the play is to just like hug the top side and then try to play around that instead of trying to like contest it here. Like you do get the ward down, but like you could have potentially died, which is the issue.
Right.
Yeah. And yeah, a lot of the times if you, oh dear.
I know.
Yeah. Like there's no reason for you to need to have flash that. A lot of the times when you are giving up an objective, it's better to just play. Oh. Yeah, it's okay. These are very silly deaths, very easily avoidable deaths.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny when you look back at it, you're like, what am I doing?
Yeah. It's fine though. I think that's like these are like very fixable, and it's one of those things that you kind of will do less as you're more aware of it. When you should be okay with giving up objectives. And when you do give up an objective, it's better to set up the other side of the map where you know that the enemy uh you'll know that the enemy aren't on the other side because they're on the objective, and then be able to set up plays where they have to walk into you.
Like potentially, if I did not die to Zoe here, like even if we go back like 15 seconds, we can see that Cho'Gath walked up,
Hmm.
so I could have easily moved over to help Yone deal with Cho'Gath.
Yeah, yeah. And the thing is, it's like we still want to start mid though, right? To have Smolder farm the CS, and then once Smolder
Right.
is once we do have that prio to move to other lanes, then it's like a winning fight for you because Smolder is the one that's ahead and he's your win con. And
Right.
then on top of that, like let's say you do kill Cho'Gath, Otacon is on top side. So now like you are in the winning position where they have to come into you, and you have like good setup where you can like catch them rotating, as opposed to you walking into their territory and they can set up, especially if they have like a Blitzcrank or Zoe where they have like very pick heavy champions. It's just very hard to walk in and try to like get vision. Yeah. So did you die to Zoe? You didn't, right? Or did you? Oh
Oh,
no, you did.
I did.
Okay, yeah. So we could have been 0-3 and 7, and yeah, it wouldn't have been bad. Smolder would have been like even more ahead, but yeah, we are having these very silly deaths that is causing you to be more and more behind.
Never falter.
And then also this is like this is like how you, I guess, like high level League of Legends where it's like, oh, well, high level League of Legends starts to become of like trading and like playing opposite sides of the map. And this is like
Right.
yeah, this is like a prime example of like playing the map. Like I remember when I was like Diamond, some challenger player was like, "Oh yeah, like you don't actually start playing the game until like Masters." And like I was like offended. I was like, "What do you mean? Like I know how to play League." But um
Right.
yeah, it's stuff like this that gets uh how games should be playing. It's like the appropriate response to like punishing and like giving stuff.